Hi, Lisa Cuchara here of LisaTom.photos. Today we are outside and I'm going to show you a really neat piece of wood. It is a lens rest made by Edward Russell. And this is something that he made for the 150 to 400 millimeter lens. It goes on the bottom of your camera plate so that your hand isn't gouging in by the piece of metal and perhaps the black rapid strap and other things that are on the bottom of your camera. So I find, especially when I'm doing pro capture for long periods of time, my hand is being gouged by that metal, and this wonderful smooth piece of wood kind of takes its place. I did make one adaptation to that lens by putting a longer plate down it so I could keep my black rapid on, and you'll see that in the next portion. Today I had to grab my big bird and run out into the yard. There's a hummingbird that's been going. We've been seeing 3 or 4 hummingbirds. We also have some wrens as well. There is some background noise. We live on a street, so you might hear lawnmowers or cars or anything, but I just couldn't contain my excitement how to be able to show you the adaptation of the Edward Russell lens rest today. So this is originally made by Edward Russell. It's a nice piece of smooth wood. It's meant for the 150 to 400, and then he's adapted it now for the 300, 100 to 400, 150 to 600. So it just sits really, really smoothly in the palm of your hand, enabling you, especially when you're doing those long periods of photography or when you're doing pro capture and holding the camera for a period of time. You don't have to worry so much about the lens collar digging in. It's a nice, smooth, sturdy way of being able to hold it. And then I've put a long plate on here. This plate, we'll talk more about plates in another episode, where we can talk about other types of devices that we might want to have, such as straps and plates and L brackets. But I have just adapted his lens rest to be able to allow my black rapid strap to be able to go on. So if I want to be able to walk around or change a battery, oftentimes we might hike with this, or just be able to go from one area to another area. That attachment makes a big difference. But the lens rest itself is really awesome, just so smooth, so easy to be able to hold for long periods of time. It's a real game changer for especially those long times where you're out doing bird photography. Hi, welcome to another session of LisaTom.photos. Today we're here in my friend's garden. We've got some beautiful astilbe and lots of other flowers in her garden. I'm using the OM System OM1 Mark II camera. I have the awesome 90mm macro lens on here. I have the Olympus FL700 flash and the awesome AK diffuser to give us soft wraparound light. But really what I want to talk about today is the lens rest. This wooden device that's on the bottom here is made by Edward Russell. He made it originally for our 150 to 400mm lens, and I do like it on there, but I will actually use it a lot to be able to have a nice little smooth thing for my hand to be able to rest on. I can grip the camera really easily. I can get it really close in insects or on these little tiny tops of the buds of the astilbe here. I put a longer lens plate on this, so I actually do have a place that I can actually put my black rapid strap if I want to as well. So normally I'm just hand holding it, but there are times that I might want to be walking around with this as well, and I can just use this for my black rapid strap. But it just fits so nice and smooth in your hand. Edward has made a really nice and multi-versatile lens rest in this. Enjoy your photography.